Hello? Hello? I was asked to join this Zoom call, but I'm not really sure what's going on. Is there anybody here? I mean, I can just see blank screens and, well, you're all on mute and...
I'm here.
Well, that's something. Hey, why are we here?
Do you mean in general?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what is going on? As soon as we got off the plane, we were sent straight here and nobody said anything. Not a peep out of anyone. And then this morning, a bit of paper flipped under the door with Zoom details. I mean, it's all a bit bizarre.
Sinister is what I'd call it.
Hello. Yeah, hello there. I've just joined. I couldn't get the thing to work.
Well, don't you worry, John. It's only myself and Frank here at the moment, and neither of us have got a clue while we're here.
It's about the quarantine rules, I expect.
The what?
The new quarantine rules brought in recently. Yeah, anyone flying in now has to stay isolated in a hotel for 2 weeks before they can re-enter society.
I don't recognize those rules.
Well, I'm not sure what to say to that.
Say whatever you like.
Look, I was just trying to answer the question.
Hello? Hello? Open laptop.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can anyone hear us?
Yes, we hear you.
Hello?
Oh, your headphones are plugged in. That's where the audio's going.
Hello?
Headphones. Headphones.
I'll type something in the chat.
Thanks for that. My computer's been acting up. I suspect the Wi-Fi here isn't too secure anyway. What's going on?
I suspect they want to tell us about the quarantine rules.
What rules?
Everybody must stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. There's no exceptions.
That's ridiculous. Really, that doesn't apply to me anyway.
Why not?
I was in Lanzarote on government research purposes, you know, conducting essential work.
Fact finding.
Yeah, I have to report back with a Taoiseach. I was in Lanzarote. I have to let them know how the inhabitants of Lanzarote are dealing with the COVID.
Are you serious?
I'm an elected official, have you know. My role is extremely important. I demand to speak to the manager.
Well, they aren't on.
Well, if they don't join soon, they're going to hear from my solicitor.
Hang on a minute. If there's an exception for essential work, then surely I should get that as well.
Why? What do you do?
Me? Oh, I curate an Instagram channel with 15,000 followers. I mean, they need my updates and inspiration to get through this tough period. Locking me up in a hotel will do incredible damage to their mental health.
You're an influencer.
I prefer the term thought leader.
Well, they said the rules apply to everyone. There are no exceptions.
Fuck them and their rules. This whole COVID thing's a farce. It's an excuse for them to introduce all kinds of rules without any pushback.
What do you mean, Frank?
I mean, look, who benefits? The government. That's who. They get to control the economy. They're taking away our freedom, our autonomy, our lives.
It's a 2-week quarantine. It's hardly a prison sentence.
That's how they start, with so-called reasonable measures, and then...
Apologies, folks, for the delay. I just want to run through with you how the quarantine will apply and how to make sure that you enjoy your stay here at the hotel.
I don't recognize any fucking quarantine.
Excuse me, madam. I'm an elected representative, okay? I demand to be released immediately.
Me too. My followers need me.
Remind her she's just another bimbo. Social media. I've important government business to conduct.
You government boy.
Yeah, fuck you, you government stooge.
I apologise to you all, but in the interest of decency, I've had to put you all on mute. I will allow you to speak on an individual basis. First of all, I need to confirm the attendees of this meeting. I see Tom is here, Tina, John, Frank. Is Paul Turner here? Or sorry, is Paul Murphy here? Julia Turner here? It's important that they hear this update too.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, me too.
That's good. First of all, I apologise to you all for the abrupt nature of your trip to the hotel. This was not our intention, but a misunderstanding between yourselves, the Gardaí and the airline, which led to this. However, our intention is to manage this going forward as best we can. I must inform you that your emergency contacts have all been informed that you are safe and staying here at the hotel.
What?
Yes, indeed, sir. The airline gave us the relevant information. I spoke to your wife this morning.
My wife?
Yes, sir. It's hotel policy.
Oh, Jesus.
She needed to know. It was going to happen sooner or later. Maybe this is the best way. She got some time to digest it before you come back.
Oh, Christ. She'll leave my stuff on the road. She'll take everything from me. She's suspected for ages, and now she's got proof.
You have a right to be happy, Paul. So do I.
This whole trip was your idea, you stupid.
I'm sorry again.
You're stupid.
I had to put Paul and Julia on mute. As I was saying, we want to make this stay as pleasant as possible. Full room service will be provided. All channels have been made available on the TV. We will have daily updates on Zoom, and the Zoom facility will be open throughout the day so you communicate with one another. I'll now unmute you all so that you can ask questions. Before I do, I would ask that you remain civil. Otherwise, I will be forced to mute you again. Tom, you have your hand up?
Yeah. Will the Department of Foreign Affairs be contacting us with the official details of the quarantine obligations? You know, as you're probably aware, I'm an elected representative and I travel there for essential work. So I'm sure as soon as I speak to the department.
Essential. Look at the tan on you.
Gentlemen, please.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I was carrying out an essential service.
Yeah, leave him alone.
I'm sorry, I've had to mute you all again. In response to the earlier question from Tom, we have unfortunately been unable to contact the department directly to discuss the specifics of your stay here. I had hoped to direct you directly to them rather than having me as an intermediary. However, the number they provided is to a desk phone in the department, which appears to be unstaffed. The voicemail redirects you to the reception, which is also unstaffed. The reception has a voicemail set up which sends you to the original desk phone. So I regret to inform you that I've been unable to proceed any further. I do not have any further updates to provide you today. So on that note, I'll depart and allow you to chat amongst yourselves. Thank you.
Well, that was a load of old bollocks.
Leave her alone. She's only doing her job.
Her job? She stepped way out of line contacting my wife. That's got to be a breach of my CDPR rights or my human rights. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Jeez, I've a right mind to call Joe Duffy on this.
Oh, don't do that, Paul. They'd slaughter us. He had 2 collars on recently who were in Gran Canaria. Oh, God, they got destroyed by the collars in.
This country's a disgrace. A load of curtain twitchers, the lot of them. I got my negative test before I left Ireland, and again before I left Lanzarote. I'm no danger to anyone. It's just an excuse by the man to clamp down on our civil liberties.
The rules are there for a reason. You know, it's a dangerous time and people need to be protected. The most vulnerable are the ones who need the protection.
What are you talking about? You're just like the rest of us, back from your holiday. Don't be trying to be playing the saint here, pal. It's not going to wash.
I know I went on holiday. I'm not hiding that. You know, it doesn't change the fact that the rules apply for a reason. We're all in the same boat. You know, nobody's judging anyone.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I was working all the time I was over there. I would have had more rest if I stayed at home, but I put my country first.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it was relentless, the social media engagement with my followers. I mean, I feel they were really energized with my beach visits and the sampling of the local culture. I mean, they were hungry for me to do more, but I'm only one person.
Oh, Jesus, would you stop it? You had your holiday and you bragged about it on social media. And you, Tom, give me a break. Anything you need to know about COVID, you can look up online. Absolutely no reason to go there in person. So stop letting on as anything other than a holiday. We all broke the rules. Deal with it.
Oh, Paul, don't be all upset just because you're in trouble with the wife.
You tell him, Frank.
Dare you?
Get lost. You've no idea what's going on in my life.
Yeah, he's right, though. His personal circumstances don't change anything for any of us. We all broke the rules. We all have to live with it.
Again, with the high and mighty attitude. If you're so supportive of these rules, why did you travel then? Why did you break them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too.
Yeah, me too.
I have my reasons. I'm not making any excuses for myself.
Oh, give over. Just tell us.
Go on, yeah, I'm mad keen to know.
Look, folks, just leave him alone. People are entitled to their privacies these days.
How about your wife, Paul? What about what she's entitled to?
Oh my God.
Frank, you've gone too far now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to justify that with an answer.
I'm only messing with you. I shoot from the hip. That's my style. No bullshit with me. What you see is what you get.
You mean you're an asshole?
What?
That's defense of all assholes. I shoot from the hip, that's my style, no bullshit from me. What you see is what you get, etc., etc. Just an excuse to be a dickhead.
Well, excuse me.
Maybe, folks, in the interest of civility, we might try to move this conversation on a bit.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe we should try and stick together. After all, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like I always say to my followers, be kind.
What? 2 minutes ago you were badgering John. You can't just play the be kind cards when it suits you. It's really self-serving, that is.
That is so totally unfair.
Look, I don't want to continue with this bickering. We've got 2 weeks of this. Let's just try and get on.
I've got a suggestion. Why don't we try and live vlog our way through this? It could be amazing.
Oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Well, we need to do something. I mean, how are we going to last for 2 weeks?
It'll be fine. You've books, TV, music. Things could be a lot worse.
Thought we'd lost you.
I didn't want to get involved in all of the acrimony.
Very diplomatic of you.
Sorry to interject, but I have one further piece of news which I hope you'll appreciate.
Go on.
Are they still there?
She had some announcement to make.
Sounded like it, yeah, that's odd, isn't it?
You see, I just fancy a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Room service, I think.
Oh, that's a great idea. Room service.
Well, geez, we're here for 2 weeks. I mean, it's like Big Brother. She'll get us whenever she wants to.
So true. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going for the room service.
John, do you know where the manager went? Jesus, John's gone now. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thought we lost you again there. We lost the manager. She just gave us some like exciting news to give us. Oh God, that could be COVID.
Sorry, it's half time in the match. I have to go and see what the score is.
Ah, it's a game of 2 halves.
Hey, let's regroup in about 5 minutes.
Grand, so.
I'm so sorry, guys. The link went down there. Have we got everyone back on? Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. As I was saying, I do have a piece of news that I hope that you will appreciate.
Go on.
Our VIP suite has been booked for the next 2 weeks, but the guest who had originally been booked into it has moved to a sister hotel. The suite is now available, so we'll be able to move one of you lucky guests into it. It's a state-of-the-art suite, jacuzzi, balcony, mini gym, pool table, PS5, really the best of the best.
Wow.
Does sound impressive.
So who gets it then?
Well, I thought you could decide amongst yourself, decide who was most worthy. I don't need to be part of the process, but just give me a shout when you have made a decision. Thank you.
So what are we meant to do?
I guess we discuss it, see who has the most compelling case.
Well, in that case, as an elected representative, I should get it. Important government matters to attend to, and the amenities in the suite will help me rest and be able to work at the best of my prowess for the good of the people.
Oh, give over.
So I could do some amazing videos from that suite, and I'd share the ad revenue with you guys.
Hey, I thought you did your post for the good of your followers and not for their mental health, not just for money.
Oh, leave her alone, Paul.
Ooh, a lover's quarrel, eh? Maybe we should give you two the suite. Might as well enjoy your time here.
Oh, you are a vulgar man.
Tina and I have made our case. What about the rest of you?
I don't want it.
What do you mean?
I said I don't want it. Just another hotel room. I'm not going to lower myself to make an argument that we should get it.
Oh, well, I would have liked to see you try and make a case. I thought you would have thought that much of me.
Julia, wait.
Oh, looks like she's left the call.
They both have. Anyway, what about the rest of you? Frank, you've normally got a lot to say.
I actually agree with Paul. I don't want it either.
Well, that's entirely your choice. That just leaves John. What say you, John?
Like the others, I'm fine where I am.
Is this some sort of trick?
No, trick. No. I'll see my quarantine out where I am.
So, what's the deal with you anyway? I mean, I understand why all the rest of us went away. I did it for my followers. Tom did it for his work. Frank, well, he doesn't seem to care about the rules. And Paul and Julia went to be together. But why did you go?
I really don't want to get into it.
Go on. I mean, we've shared a lot with you, and we're here for 2 weeks. Go on, tell us.
I'm not sure I want to.
I'll go on. Sure, it'll pass the time.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. I went with my wife. She wanted to go.
Your wife? Well, where is she?
She's in bed. She's not well.
She has COVID.
No, she has cancer. Yeah, it's some sort of strange, a unique type. They don't know how to deal with it, or treat.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
Look, you don't have to go on about it if you don't want to.
I am so sorry, John. I feel terrible.
Oh, it's okay. You weren't to know. Lanzarote was where we went on our honeymoon. That's many years ago now. You see, she knew she didn't have much time left, so she wanted to go back, before it was too late.
Well, at least you got one last trip together.
Yeah, I guess. It's all so strange. I didn't like it. I didn't want to go myself for a lot of reasons. I said it was because of the rules, but really,
sometimes it's hard to know what to do in situations like this.
I mean, I lost my gran 2 months ago. It's funny. I'd only done 1 or 2 of my videos at the time, and she said they were good, so I kept going. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, John.
That's okay. You know, it's been a strange last few weeks. I'd love to be able to, you know, turn around and say I've had some sort of profound learning or realization after going through all this, but I to tell you the truth, I just feel lost.
I'm sorry. I have to deal with these rules on top of all of that.
Yeah, look, to be honest, it wouldn't have made much of a difference. One bed is as good as another to her at this point.
Oh, but how is she, John?
She's okay. You know, she sleeps a lot. You know, I suppose it gives me some time to process all of this.
That's good. Look, I'm sorry if I was a prick to you earlier.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's just these rules, you know? I haven't worked since the lockdown started. I mean, I'm okay financially, thankfully, but I miss living, you know? Oh, sorry, bad choice of words.
That's fine. You know, we were the same, actually. You know, Laura didn't want to spend her last few months living in lockdown. She wanted to forget it all, you know, get away for a bit. She thought it might make it easier for me.
In what way?
She thought that, you know, maybe by the time the holiday was over, we're heading back, I'd be ready, you know, or at least in a better position, you know, to say goodbye.
Did it help?
I don't, maybe a little. I don't know. You know, this quarantine thing has made a mess of the whole plan. I don't know. You know, but it's good to talk about it anyway. You know, at least.
Well, we're happy to listen.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm back. Now, about this VIP suite. Oh, Christ, it's quiet in here. It's like a funeral.
Paul,
What?
look, while you were away, John told us that his wife is dying.
Oh, Christ, I'm sorry to hear that. Is she here with you now?
Yeah, she is, thankfully.
Well, that's something anyway.
Thanks.
Well, if it lightens the mood or anything, I just got a bollocking off my wife.
Maybe not the time, Paul.
Maybe we need a distraction, you know. Things got very heavy there for a bit.
It's not so bad. I told her I was away with a few old schoolmates.
So she doesn't know about Julia.
Are you kidding me? She's already pissed I went away. Could you imagine if she knew I was with her sister?
Her sister? You absolute bollocks!
Hey, what happened to be kind?